Bad Bunny needs to sing this bop one good time at the Super Bowl for the Hispanics for Trump in the back.
I will vote for Donald Trump.
Yes. Apparently, that's the only song that is tolerated from the Latinos. Shout out to all the subscribers and the members here on the channel. Don't forget to like the video. I am Reese Waters, and this is Racist of the Week, where we explore the stupidity and hypocrisy of discrimination in hopes we can build a more perfect union. And also laugh. As usual, I would like to thank today's sponsor, Racism. And of course, if you have any nominees, you can drop them in the comments. You can email me at admin@reesewaters.com. Now, Maga, I'll be honest. When they announced Bad Bunny as the halftime performer at this year's Super Bowl, I saw the memes.
Me la voy a llevar a toa pa' un VIP, ey. Si tu novio no te mama el culo, pa' eso que no mames.
Look at this, Jimmy.
What are you saying? That's not even English. Stop laughing.
Now, while I laughed, I said, ain't no way MAGA is that down bad.
Well, I guess I'm boycotting the NFL and the Super Bowl this year.
You mean the same NFL that you were just praising 20 minutes ago for giving a moment of silence to Charlie Kirk?
Well, that's because Charlie was a patriot.
He was a podcaster.
Watch your mouth. Now I'm sure you're happy that now all this Spanish is going to be spoken. You better learn to speak English real quick. I never heard him speak English, except for in Happy Gilmore 2, which was not good, by the way. It's getting too woke.
I thought you liked Happy Gilmore too because Travis Kelce was in it.
What's the point of him getting engaged to Taylor? She's not going to do the halftime show. I mean, I have my issues with her, but at least she's,
White. I mean, she's white.
American.
You do know that Puerto Rico is a part of the United States, right? Bad Bunny is an American citizen by birth.
Doesn't matter. That doesn't make him one of us. He's not representative of the NFL fans. He's anti-us, for goodness sakes, okay? He's anti-Trump. That means he's anti-America.
I'd actually argue that he's very patriotic.
Oh, I think this might be your first funny joke. Calling that man who's only speaking Spanish patriotic. Hello, we speak English around here, and good luck to the NFL because I'm not watching that Spanish mumbo jumbo unless that man learns to speak English and throws up Kid Rock.
And then I saw this.
Hey, did you guys hear Bad Bunny is doing the NFL halftime show? Can't wait to see ICE arrest him on stage live at the halftime show. Gonna be the best halftime show ever.
See, no, what they do is they go and find the most uninformed people. Like Trump had said he liked the uneducated. They find the most uneducated because nobody else really would be thinking. She said, what?
Do you think Bad Bunny is a good choice for the Super Bowl?
I'm not that knowledgeable about him, but it seems fine. And I don't know why it's a big deal. Seems like a great American artist. So sure.
He's not an American artist, but
he's Puerto Rican. That's part of America, dear.
Well, he's American, but not American, right? American. Latinos for Trump. I hope you're watching. Yeah, I'm going to have some more for you later. Bad Bunny outing millions of racists by existing.
yeah, you don't think you have any problem with him saying the ICE is, well, I'm sure you don't, mother effers and sons of and that he's not going to perform here due to immigration?
America agrees with him on that. Majority of Americans think ICE has gone too far. They've watched videos of 79-year-old business owners be slammed to the ground and their ribs broken by ICE. So I think the American people are probably on board with that message at this point, Tommy.
And she ain't lying about most Americans being on board. Look no further than Trump threatening the National Guard all of a sudden to clean up crime. It used to be about ICE. Now we want to clean up crime. Intimidate the citizenry. because they know exactly how the midterms looking. MAGA Newsmax host Carl Higbee says he won't watch the Super Bowl because of Bad Bunny. There's not a single human alive who cares. Not one. Not sure why he felt the need to announce this. Go be miserable somewhere else. I will not be watching the Super Bowl at all. Hey, Carl Higbee, what else you not going to be watching? It's a whole lot of things on you're not going to be watching. Matter of fact, why don't you quit your job and just resign from all your positions and just tell us all the things you're not going to be watching? I never knew people this self-important to announce they not going to be watching. Do you also announce when you leave rooms? Hey, everybody. I'm not leaving the party. I'm just leaving the room. Just so everybody know, Carl Higbee out. I mean, really, who is that arrogant to think somebody cares? Megyn Kelly won't be watching Bad Bunny at Super Bowl 60. At least I think it's 60. I think I got my Roman numerals in order. Well, that makes sense. That makes sense Megyn Kelly wouldn't watch because we still ain't found the rest of her. After the Jamel Hill and Don Lemon read, we still ain't found the rest of her. Matter of fact, also, during weekends, she got to rest her face before she put it back on Monday. Bad Bunny needs to sing this bop one good time at the Super Bowl for the Hispanics for Trump in the back. Yes. Apparently, that's the only song that is tolerated from the Latinos is one exalting Trump. Is that it? I would love if he did a remix of that. Just one time. Just one time at Latinos for Trump. I hope you're enjoying yourselves. Yeah, it gets worse.
Bad Bunny performing at the Super Bowl has white people in a fucking tizzy. I've seen take after take of people insinuating that Bad Bunny is not American and that we need real Americans to perform at the Super Bowl. But if you had no problem with Coldplay, you had no problem with Paul McCartney, but you have a problem with Bad Bunny, that just means you're racist. They've even gone so far as to now claim Beyonce as country because they at least know Beyonce's American in their eyes.
I mean, there is Grammy Award-winning country star Beyonce. I doubt that would make anybody angry.
Excuse me, I'm fucking out of here right now.
For all you Latinos who voted in solidarity with the MAGA people, this is how they think of you. Never forget.
You know, I put up with a lot from the NFL. Put up with the whole kneeling, lost me on the whole BLM thing with not honoring Charlie Kirk. Can we not just get some good halftime show? Can we not just get a country halftime show?
Hey, did you guys hear Bad Bunny is doing the NFL halftime show? Can't wait to see ICE arrest him on stage. Looks like the NFL set it up so we all get to watch it during the halftime show.
I'd love to see some good old American patriots out there performing on the stage.
There's nothing out here that has changed. If anything, it went from worse to worse, sir.
The majority of the conversations we have online with people are people uneducated as to the history of where they live and just don't understand things and concepts. Because for you to say that the NFL is setting up Bad Bunny to be arrested by ICE when Bad Bunny is Puerto Rican and Puerto Ricans are American just lets me know you don't know what you're talking about and you want him arrested because he's non-white and speaks Spanish. There are almost 50 million native Spanish speakers that live in America. 50 million. Bad Bunny is the #1 streamed artist in America every month. Bad Bunny is a global superstar. Not a single country star is a global star because country music is boring. We're happy with Coldplay, which was not an exciting show until he brought out Bruno Mars and Beyonce. But then you guys also had a problem with Kendrick Lamar because he's black. So what is it? You want an American or you just want someone white? Because Coldplay and Paul McCartney aren't American. Kendrick was, and you also hated him. But I digress. You guys are so hell-bent on living in an ignorant racist mindset that you can't even enjoy good music. Bad Bunny is a phenomenal performer. Do I speak Spanish? Moderately. Do I understand anything Bad Bunny says? No chance. Do my Mexican friends in California all understand Bad Bunny? No, because he speaks Spanish with Puerto Rican slang.
And now we have this. Marjorie Taylor Greene called on Congress to make English the official language of America after singer-songwriter Bad Bunny urged the country to learn Spanish before he headlines the Super Bowl halftime show in February. Quote, Bad Bunny says America has 4 months to learn Spanish before his perverse, unwanted performance at the Super Bowl halftime, she wrote on X. It will be good time to pass my bill to make English the official language of America, and the NFL needs to stop having demonic sexual performances during its halftime show. Hey, Latinos for Trump. Latinos for Trump. Yeah. I would love for you to explain to me the, what'd she say? Demonic? She said demonic sexual performances. I would love for you to explain to me what exactly is demonic and sexual about Bad Bunny's performances other than his Spanish. I would love. Apparently that's what she thinks about y'all talking to one another, you know. But then again, I know y'all know better than to use Spanish in front of the good MAGA folk. You know, I know how that is. Now, as far as you, Marjorie Taylor Greene, I thought we had made progress.
This should not be happening. And I don't think, look, as a member of Congress, we already have a low enough job approval rating. This shutdown is just going to drive everybody's approval rating that much lower.
Yes. But so you're putting the blame on the leadership of your party.
Absolutely. We control the House. We control the Senate. We have the White House.
You know, I thought we had made progress. You was separating yourself from all the other MAGAs, infuriating Laura Loomer. And
at the same time, the relentless bombing of the Palestinian people, and many of them have been just innocent people. They're not Hamas. They're literally women and children.
You're still with the racism. Okay. I'm just making clear. I'm just racist. You backslided. Oh, she fell off the wagon. That's what it is. Because I thought she had made progress. You've been going to meetings. How long did you have? 45 days. She had 45 days off racism. Marjorie Taylor Greene had 45 days off racism, but she fell off the wagon, and now she off and running. She off and running. I just have to also highlight the arrogance that it takes to ensure that something has to center you at all times. You know, like if I'm walking down the street and it's a street performer singing country, I just keep it pushing. Or it could even be, they could be doing hip hop. They could be freestyling, because we used to freestyle back in the day and they mostly be trash. If it's somebody doing a trash freestyle on the sidewalk and I don't care to listen to it, I go about my life. I don't make it my mission to warrant that he catered to me while he's minding his business.
This doesn't make a lick of sense.
You done stopped your whole life to make sure that the halftime show centers you. Like we didn't have to sit through the Blues Brothers in 1997. Like that ain't even happened. Like we didn't sit through the Blues Brothers in 1997. Like we didn't all sit through Maroon 5 in 2019. Where's my time back? Where's my time back? And when you find it, add it to The Who in 2010. Okay? If I had to sit through The Who in 2010, you gotta deal with it. Bad Bunny pushes back on Kristi Noem's threat that immigrants stay away from the Super Bowl. The 31-year-old Puerto Rican singer who has criticized the Trump administration's aggressive immigration policies hosted the season premiere of SNL, saying, "It's good to be back. This is my second time hosting, my fourth time being here. I'm doing the Super Bowl halftime show. I'm very happy, and I think everyone's happy about it." The line was followed by a quick montage of Fox News contributors, each saying one word that was clipped together to say, "He should be the next president." Trump's Homeland Security Secretary said on a right-wing podcast on Friday that only Americans should attend next year's Super Bowl and warned that ICE agents, quote, will be all over the event. She also said the NFL will not be able to sleep at night over its decision to choose Bad Bunny as the halftime performer. Oh, Latinos for Trump? No, don't wander. I would love to know why you think she said they will not be able to sleep at night for choosing Bad Bunny as their halftime performer. I would love for you to explain that to me. Now, for you, Kristi Noem, is it your assertion that undocumented migrants, immigrants to this country, who are in peril of ICE, the same people that haven't been showing up to work, the same reason why we have empty fields and construction projects have come to a halt nationwide, is it your opinion that they're all just waiting around to come out for the Super Bowl? Is that?
Shut your stupid ass up. Say that, folks. Look at your dumb ass say it.
You think they're waiting? And where might you find, you think they're going to be up in the, you think they're going to be up in the corporate suites? Like where? I'm just curious where exactly you would figure out. So, and credit to Bad Bunny for pushing back.
Wow, thank you. No, but really, I'm very excited to be doing the Super Bowl, and I know that people all around the world who love my music are also happy, especialmente todos los latinos. Latinos y las latinas en el mundo entero y aquí en los Estados Unidos, todas las personas que han trabajado para abrir puertas, más que un logro mío, más que un logro mío, es un logro de todos, demostrando que nuestra huella y nuestra aportación en este país nadie nunca la podrá sacar ni borrar. And if you didn't understand what I just said, you have 4 months to learn.
That was very well said, because we know they're going to try. As a matter of fact, they've been trying.
It's so shameful that they've decided to pick somebody who just seems to hate America so much to represent them at the halftime. If there are illegal aliens, I don't care if it's a concert for Johnny Smith or Bad Bunny or anybody else, we're going to do enforcement everywhere because we're going to make Americans safe. That is a directive from the president. And if you're in this country legally, do yourself a favor, go home, we'll buy you the plane ticket, get out of the country, and you'll have a chance to come back legally. We should be trying to be inclusive and not exclusive. There are plenty of great bands and entertainment people out there who could be playing at that show that would be bringing people together and not separating them. If he was born in Puerto Rico, he's got a blue passport, just like the one that said I was born in Lowell, Massachusetts, right? We don't distinguish. We don't differentiate. You want to go to Puerto Rico, the only thing you can't do coming back from Puerto Rico is you can't bring fruit back. But let's not pretend the guy's he's not a U.S. citizen, because he is.
Hey, Corey Lewandowski. Hey, what's the real reason you don't want Bad Bunny? Huh? What's the real reason? You don't want to get caught up with your girl and I knew. I said, if I know Corey Lewandowski, this about a woman. I know this is about a woman. By the way, I will be careful because you kind of doubled down on what Kristi Noem had said. You don't want her to get the wrong idea. We done already been through that.
Megyn Kelly called Bad Bunny's Super Bowl performance a slap in the face to Maga, and I gotta fucking say, she's right. Because that's the fucking point.
I need y'all to understand that this is way more than a Puerto Rican performing at a halftime show. This is about cultural sovereignty. The ability of a colonized people to finally control their own narrative after generations of systematic erasure. Let me take you back for a second. In 1898, Puerto Rico finally won its independence from Spain after decades of bloodshed and resistance. And they only had 1 year, 365 days of autonomy before the United States invaded and claimed it as a colonial possession. And then erasure began because in 1902, the U.S. made English the mandatory language in Puerto Rican schools, criminalizing Spanish in classrooms. Then in 1917, the Jones Act imposed U.S. citizenship on Puerto Ricans, not as an act of inclusion, but as a draft card. They needed bodies for World War I, and Puerto Ricans became Americans by force so they could die in America's wars. Then in the 1930s and 40s, the US government launched La Operación, a mass sterilization campaign that targeted Puerto Rican women, especially poor and black Puerto Rican women. So much so that by 1968, 1/3 of Puerto Rican women of childbearing age had been sterilized. 1/3. This wasn't healthcare, it was eugenics. It was genocide dressed up as population control. They were trying to eradicate us. And after all of that, through the violence, the sterilization, linguistic erasure, the criminalization of our culture, Puerto Ricans still survived. We held on to our language, our music, our identity, not because it was easy, but because cultural sovereignty is survival. The Super Bowl reaches 100 million people at the same time, and that's not entertainment. That's a cultural weapon. It's the literal last shared space in a broken America, and the NFL has always controlled who gets to use it and how. Ask Colin Kaepernick. But cultural sovereignty is how marginalized people have always forced the world to see their humanity. During the Harlem Renaissance, black writers and artists created their own publishing houses, their own magazines, their own spaces to define themselves when white America said that they were less than fucking human. The disability rights movement is another great example, where they created their own films, their own theater, shouting, "Nothing about us without us," until the entire world had to listen. They're threatening immigration patrols at an event where a Puerto Rican, an American citizen by their own forced law, is performing. They're so terrified of Puerto Rican visibility that they want agents with guns and badges surrounding a celebration of our culture. That is not coincidence. That is the continuation of 127 years of colonial violence. Bad Bunny performing in Spanish, centering decolonization, anti-racism, and Latino culture on the world's biggest stage, unapologetically to over 100 million people, doesn't just threaten the system, it fucking shatters it. Because it proves that no one needs to assimilate to whiteness to dominate a motherfucking thing. In a country where the government is actively hostile to its people, where they try to sterilize us out of existence, where they criminalized our language, where they denied our independence and then drafted our bodies for fucking war, Bad Bunny isn't performing for America, he's performing despite it. He's performing in defiance of 127 years of colonial erasure. He's proving he doesn't need their validation to exist powerfully. And once that's seen, 100 million people around the world witness Latino culture, Puerto Rican culture, centered, celebrated, and sovereign on the world's biggest stage. The narrative doesn't just shift. Baby, it becomes undeniable. And that's why they're fucking scared. That's why it's a slap in their face. And that's why we're not fucking stopping.
Shout out to Mentally Divine. That was dope and very well said. Now that you know why they're so upset, now you need to see just how upset they are. Some conservative influencers think a rock band that hasn't had a hit in 23 years is a better choice for the Super Bowl.
What they're going to see with Get Woke Go Broke when people complain about this, and they're not, they're going to try and internationalize or whatever, but they're going to lose American audience.
But this is the one pushback to that is to Jack's point. They've imported the international audience into our domestic audience.
But when you have a popular vote winner in Donald Trump and a demand for immigration,
the response is simple here. Bring on Creed. We need Creed. We need Scott Stapp. We need them flying down from the rafters. The greatest halftime show that has ever taken place.
Creed, come on home. Come on home. I'm calling for you with my one last breath. Come on home with arms wide open. No, hold them higher. Higher. Yes, that is my sacrifice. Hold me now.
So around 8 to 9 months ago, I had a phone call with one of my male family members, and he told me something that I was kind of like, you know what, you're being a little too harsh on the overall intelligence of the American people. He told me, take the average American IQ, which is around a 97, 98, it's below baseline 100, and take that number, cut it in half, double or triple the amount of people who have that IQ, and that's the amount of stupid people that are in this country. And I'm like, come on, man, you're being a little bit too. No, he was being generous. Not a big Creed fan. I like some of their songs, but I'm just a general early 2000s rock and roll fan. I don't know everything about them, but I do know this. They have been asked over and over and over again, are you a conservative Christian band? And their answer is always a resounding no, that they are spiritual.
Okay, Creed. Not bad. Not bad.
which is really saying something because the lead singer of Creed, Scott Stapp, is the brother-in-law of Mike Waltz, of Signalgate and big Republican politics in general.
I have a question. Do you think that Mike Waltz sent a signal chat to Scott Stapp to invite him to perform? You think that's how that went down? No, I'm mad because I got a signal chat asking, are you free to perform for the Turning Point USA Super Bowl from Mike Waltz? And I think that was for Scott Stapp. That's why I'm asking.
Now, Scott Stapp has said certain things that maybe show that he's kind of conservative, but he has talked about like lowering the temperature, not doing division, and Creed is about to do a tour with fucking Seven Dust, led by this kick-ass vocalist, Lejean Witherspoon, who talks about racism, sexism, fascism. Now, their band's not overtly political as well, but their songs are subtly about like, hey, leave us the fuck alone, bitches. Like that song Black. Oh my God. Maga had half a brain. They would have advocated to have Stained play the halftime show, but these guys are fucking washed. And are you fucking kidding me? Stained in the same category as Bad Bunny, who I've never even listened to before. Get the fuck out of here.
I bet you didn't know that, Maga, did you? Nope. You had no idea. We had no idea what Creed was doing. We don't know how they identify. We just know that's all we needed to know. That was apparently enough. See how that works, Latinos for Trump? Yeah, you see exactly how that works. Oh, this is real? This is actually happening?
Something huge is happening around the next Super Bowl, and it's already sparking a nationwide debate. Turning Point USA has just announced that they'll be hosting their own rival halftime concert, right at the same time the NFL airs its official show featuring Bad Bunny. That's right. While the NFL is going full pop and spectacle, Turning Point is going faith, family, and rock. Their lineup will include Christian artists and even legendary rock band Creed in what's being called a halftime show for real America. The idea started as a casual comment from conservative commentator Jack Posobiec, but the response was massive. Within hours, the clip had over 1 million views, with fans demanding an alternative to what they call Hollywood's flashy nonsense. Now, Turning Point is actually making it happen, a live concert streaming during the same halftime slot. Supporters say it's about taking culture back, bringing positivity and faith to one of the most watched events on earth. Critics, of course, are calling it political theater, but love it or hate it, the move proves one thing. The culture wars are no longer confined to politics. They've hit America's biggest stage. So this February, it won't just be the NFL versus Bad Bunny. It'll be Turning Point USA versus the entire mainstream entertainment machine. And whichever side you're on, you'll definitely be watching.
Now, Maga, you really gonna do this? You realize how much everybody has mocked you already, right? You do realize that. And Creed, of all the Creed, Kings of Leon wasn't available? I mean, really, the Foo Fighters was right there. No Killers. I think Stained has already come out as Maga. No Nickelback. I'm pretty sure Tiger got their number. I mean, you might as well, if you want to reclaim that period of your life, just go full Evanescence. Go full Evanescence. Like the White Stripes didn't kick down doors for y'all. Just sitting here acting like the Hives don't exist. This ain't the best of you. This is not the best of you, Maga. Because all you want to do is use somebody. Y'all don't care about Creed. You just want to reclaim when you were young. We all know it's been a while. Nobody cares how you remind me. Just trying to get out here and ask Creed to bring me back to life. Oh, we are a 7-nation army. Y'all are embarrassing. Y'all are embarrassing. I hate to say I told you so. Thank you guys so much for supporting the content and for keeping the energy from September pushing all the way into October.
Wake me up when September ends. Pale September.
Wait a minute. No, I said October. We supposed to be doing October. What you mean ain't no October songs? No. October is the best month of the year. You got Halloween, which is the best of the holidays because you don't have no disappointments. Ain't like Thanksgiving where you got your family asking why you ain't found nobody, or Christmas where you got to do math to make sure you don't end up in the negatives with the gift giving. Everybody loves candy. I know everybody loves candy, and your aunties get a re-up because it's about time they got some new candy because they be giving you that same peppermint candy since you was 7 from the bottom of that purse. They need some new candy, and Halloween is the perfect time to do so. You got the beautiful fall foliage and the changing color of the leaves. The weather opens up your whole entire closet. You can wear whatever you want. Not to mention it is Libra season, and Libras make the world go round. If it weren't for Libras, we be all out of whack. Huh? When's my birthday? It's October. Why? I can be unbiased. I be unbiased here every day. Just because it's my birthday. I mean, that maybe have a little something to do with it, but not a whole lot. And by the way, so while we're talking about the greatest, I do want to give a shout out to Regina, who's been working extremely hard on the newsletter. Make sure you send me your feedback on things that you would like to see in the newsletter. You can sign up for that at patreon.com/Reese Waters. And I must tell you how touched I was. I had some issues with the platform and had to do a late night impromptu premiere the other day, and almost 1,500 people showed up. No warning, on a Saturday at like 11 o'clock at night. Not to mention the fact that lovely Nola was able to show up and be a mod at that particular premiere. And I'm going to tell you, it was rough. It was rough. Yeah, she was out there. She was out there like Atlas. Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. It was like Sunny at the Causeway. She got lit up like Canelo. But you know what? She made it. And it's that kind of jumping in and lending a hand, and all you guys that came in that were so supportive at that particular premiere. I just want to say that really touched my heart, and I want to say thank you. I got to send some love to Tiger in Kentucky. She reached out to me some time ago and said that she builds models and she wanted to build one for me. And I said, you know what? I would be honored. I have room in the back. I would love to see one. And I thought a live unboxing would be the way to go. Now, it might have been helpful if I would at least loosen the box. Tiger, thank you so much. This is awesome. You sent me a note as well. I'm looking very forward to putting this together and finding a spot for it in the back. And you never know. I got little ones. I might start a whole collection of little figurines. Huh? No, they can't touch mine. No, I'm gonna be just like my aunties and uncles were for me. No, you come in, you sit down, you don't touch nothing. Matter of fact, in a year, I'm putting plastic on that couch.